What's up, guys, and welcome back to the office. Alright, so like man cave, Hulk lair, office, laboratory, whatever we're gonna call it. But finally getting this place sorted out so I can do some more stuff in here. And hopefully you're not getting sick of seeing me in this thing instead of against a green screen. But the problem with the green screen was my lavalier mic that I use in there, because I'm so far away from the camera, it broke. And I'm on my third one now. I get the same one, the Audio Technica. I don't even know which model it is, but it's like 30 pounds, like 40 bucks. And it comes with it's got a battery and everything in, but a really long wire lead. And I just misuse it. I step on it, I forget I got it plugged in and walk away and stuff like that. So it's all on me, but I just really like the sound of it, so I keep going back to those. But that's not all I got today. I also got a halo light, or a ring light, whatever you want to call it. So basically I can put the camera inside of it and it'll shoot me. It's got its own tripod and everything, so it'd be really good for in here when we got like the really yellow light. It just hopefully it's going to clear that up, but there's only one way to find out. It's all in this box, but they sent it in this box. There's the light. So it's got a mount where you can put the camera just right in here. So then, yeah, see how that one is. So then I'll get this up and see how it looks. All right, so it's all set up. Let's see how it goes. All right, so turn the light on. Better. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's all right. That's all. Obviously, I'm looking over here in the viewfinder to see how it looks, but I think that's better light. Yeah, okay, anyway. So the purpose of today's video wasn't to set this up and do this and all that other stuff. I had a good question from Craig Codling. He says, "Hi Scott, great vid. Got a couple of questions. How much are the printers and the reel of plastic to print with? Last question, how many cones would you get per reel?" Now the cones he's talking about, I don't know how focused this will be, but these are the cones he's talking about. And obviously I change colors, but just say for instance that I print this all in one color. Let's just say it's all orange. Well, a reel that you get is 1 kilogram, so 1,000 grams. So this thing here is 3 grams. So doing the math, I had to use a calculator. Yeah, it was 333. I think I said on air probably 500. I was guessing, but 333 of these cones you could get. But I want to measure a couple other things, and we'll see how many you could get of those. Okay, so this file that Steve Dake sent me of the Royal Mail post box weighed 55 grams. So you're looking at about 18 point something of these you can print. And like I said, it's all down to how much infill you put and stuff like that. This was printed with 10% infill, so that's why it took a little bit. But you can go right up to 100%. I wouldn't advise it, but usually 10, 15 is good. Something that I designed. This I designed for a toolbox. Basically, this is for my shock oils for all my RC cars. You put them in here. They're at the angle because I didn't have enough room for the lid to shut because they were standing straight up. So I just designed this and then put them on the angle. And this weighs 76 grams. So this would be 13 point something. You could print 13 point something of these out of one spool. So let me show you what one of the spools look like. Just got this one today. I'd never had brown, so I decided I needed to buy brown. So I went on eBay and found a place that had it, and it was a little bit more expensive than the rest of my stuff. This was 16 pounds. So 16 pounds for 1 kilogram of brown, and then it comes, you know, sealed with the desiccant inside and all that stuff. So I try to keep mine in a box with desiccant, but you know how much that really helps, I don't know. But it's all PLA, so that's what I printed is PLA. I can print in ABS and some other stuff, and I have tried Flex, but with this printer I'm just struggling, so I need to get some stuff done. Speaking of that printer, we're gonna go over here and show you some stuff with it. So I apologize for this horrible angle, but it's the best way. This room is really small, so without the wide angle lens, which I need to get, I just have to put it way up out there. So you can see it's like way away. Come back, but not that far. So anyway, I'm just going to go through some of the other costs. We always talk about, you know, how much filament is and how much this and that is. But the next thing is how much are replacement parts. Some of the stuff that you'll go through on here are bearings. You got like the hot ends, the nozzles and stuff like that, and some of the other wires. So go through it real quick and just let you know what some of these stuff is. It's not that bad, actually. So first up, we'll do the bearings. The bearings are usually, you know, they're not too expensive, but the problem with the bearings are they're metal, and they wear out after time. So again, Steve Day, my mate that prints some amazing things, put me on to these polymer bearings. They're polymer, like a nylon, and they replace the bearings. So you get rid of this metal bearing and replace it with a nylon one, which is something I'm doing right now. It's a good place for the metal one, because you can see the bed's loose. So I've taken the bed off so I can get to the bearings underneath here. And the way that sounds, you can hear it. When you go to this one, you see how much quieter it is, because that's been replaced with the polymer bearings. Alright, so, and the polymer bearings, I got 8 of them for £10.75. So it's like $14, $15 for 8 of those. Alright, so the belts. I bought this belt kit, and it's got this much belt in there, which is plenty to do this machine once, maybe twice. And it was £4.60, so like $7, maybe $8. Nozzles, I usually get 3 to 5 at a time. This is obviously all my spares. So like I said, nozzles usually get 3 to 5 at a time, and they're about between 3 to 5 pounds basically. So you can get kits for different prices, depends on which ones you want. The hot ends, you can get a complete hot end, which I don't have a picture of, but it's basically the wire. It comes down, it has the thermistor and the actual heating element, which the heating element for a 3D printer looks like this. It's just 2 wires and then this metal block on the end that heats up to ridiculous temperatures. So, but for that and the extruder block, which looks like this, and this goes in here obviously, and then you'll have the thermistor, I can't even say it, the temperature thing goes in here, and then all that together is 5 pounds, so $8. So you can get all that to replace. So anytime that I have a problem with like one of the wires, I just spend the 5 pounds and get a unit that's already put together, and then easy. See what else? Heated bed. I'm pretty sure this thing is warped from just mistreatment basically. It's heated, so it's got the wire soldered on and everything. But I just ordered this. It costs 8 pounds, $13, $12 ish for the bed, and like 4 pounds or $6 for shipping. So all in, I had 12 pounds basically, so $17 shipped to me, the whole thing. So that's on the way, then I'll be replacing that. I think that's about it. And then masking tape. If you use the blue tape, it's pretty good, or some people use glass beds and print straight onto those. But this, I've always had good luck with this stuff, so I keep using that. And you'll want a tool to take stuff off the bed with, so pretty easy, cutting knife or whatever. And I think that's it. And then silly stuff like this printer, I paid 169 pounds for it. So like at the time, I think it was $275, maybe $300, and it came with this. So this is the spool holder that it came with. So basically, it does the same thing as this, but off to the side. And then I printed these little tabs that go on. And then made my own spool holder. And then I printed these and had them up here, so the spool's directly above where it's printing. And then all these lanterns I printed too, so these are pretty cool. I was going to use them around the caravan, just put a light in them or whatever. And then they printed like this, and then they printed black, and then I'd switch the filament out to transparent and print, and then kept switching it back and forth. And I did that with every color I had basically, so that one's a full one, but obviously orange, red, green, purple, pink, yellow, blue, black. So it's just something fun to do. It took forever because you have to sit there and like I switched it out every 20 mil. I'd pull something out and put a different color in. So it takes a long time, and you have to be there with it. So that's one good thing about finding work in the office. Printing stuff that requires, you know, like watching and stuff like that is really easy. I'll be at the desk, and then I can just spin around and say, oh, let's change that out, boom, bam. And it's fun. It's a good day, and you can act like you're working. You know, like, oh, I gotta, you know, the printer, so I gotta make sure everything's cool. House don't burn down. But yeah, so anyway, I think that's about it for this week. I just wanted to show you some updates on that. Craig, thanks a ton for the question. Very good question. Hopefully I answered. If I haven't, please comment below. If anybody else has any questions on the printing process or any of that stuff or the equipment that I use, just please feel free to answer, and it might cause a video. So Craig, you said it's a silly little question, but I think it was a really good one, and hopefully it helps some people out. But for the as far as the equipment, both of these will be linked in the description with affiliate links. So if you want to buy these and you use my my link below to buy them, then I get a little bit of kickback from that, and just helps me buy more printer filament parts. So I appreciate it. But other than that, I appreciate y'all stopping by, and if we don't see you on the track, see you on the trail. Later.